Assalamualaikum class. So we are doing Unit 1 Quadratic Equations, and this is SLo D Middle term break, and we are doing part 2 of it. And so the question says factorize the following quadratic expressions using middle term break. So this is my verb, this is the action that I need to do. And so what does factorize means is basically we need to get these problematic or quadratic expressions into brackets. So we have to consolidate or constrain them within brackets. This is what we have to do, and we have to do through middle term break. So and here's the condition. It says coefficient of x square is other than 1. So in previous questions what happened was that जो जिसकी पावर 2 थी, वेरिएबल जिसकी पावर 2 थी, उसका जो कोफिशिएंट था इट वाज ऑलवेज 1. and जितने भी पीछे questions किए हैं, but this time this is non-1. So there is a 4 there is a 6, it could be -1, it could be 2, anything other than 1. We have to do another step to actually factorize this, and we will see it today in this lesson. So this is the expression 4q square minus 12q plus 9. So the first step is basically we have to multiply 4 with 9. So that's 4 into 9, we multiply it, and then we have 36, right? Now, अब मैंने possible combination 36 के देखने हैं. So I have to see the possible combination of 36 rather than of 9. So that's 36, and that is step 1. And rest of the steps remain the same. So now I have to find possible combination of 36 that when multiplied gives me 36, and when added gives me -12. So let's just see the combination 1 into 36, and then we have 2 into 1 and then 18. And so if I add them, I don't get 12. So this is not the answer. 2 into plus 18, 20 minus 16. This is not the answer. And so what other combination do I have? So 3 into 1 and a 12. So 3 plus 12 gives me 15, or minus gives me a 9. This cannot be the possible combination as well. So next combination is 6 into 6. And then if I multiply this, I get 36. If I add them, I do get 12. So this is the combination I'm looking for. So what I have to do is, ये जो चीज़ है ये as it is आ जाएगी. So 4q square and minus 12q जो है वो 6 और 6q होंगे. So write 6q and write a 6q. Don't write the sign, we have to figure them out कि उनके signs क्या होंगे. And ये भी as it is आ जाएगा. So essentially सारे स्टेप वही हो रहे हैं, बट कॉम्बिनेशन हमने 9 के बजाय हमने लिए 36 के. और 36 कैसे है, 4 को 9 से मल्टीप्लाई किया तो हमारे पास 36 आए, और उसके पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशन देखिए रेदर देन ऑफ 9. बाकी सारी चीज़ें जो हैं वो सेम है. एंड सो अब आई हैव टू फिगर आउट कि 6q के साइन क्या होगा. सो दैट विल बी माइनस एंड माइनस, बिकॉज इफ आई ऐड देम आई गेट -12q. बट so this is the middle term break. We are done with middle term break. That's step 2 of this question. And so I have to take common now. So इधर से और इधर से मैंने common लेना है. And in this case, we usually have two things in common. So I can see that there's a multiple of 4, and there is a multiple of 2 and a multiple of 2 here. So 2 can be taken common. And there's a q here and there is a q there as well. So q can also be taken as a common. So again, मैं 4 में से 2 निकाल देता हूँ. So what number would I multiply with 2? That gives me 4, and that's a 2. There are 2 q here's, one is outside, so that's a q there. 1 q is left, so minus. And if I take out 2 from the 6, I need to figure out a number that when multiplies gives me 6, and that is 3. And q is outside, so this is I've taken common through these two terms. Now I have to do the same with this. So in this case, I have to figure out what are the commons. Q is not common. I see that this is a multiple of 3 and this is a multiple of 3 as well. So 3 can be common. So minus 3. And so what number would I actually multiply with 3? That gives me 6. That's 2. And Q is there as it is. Plus is there. No. So minus plus gives me minus. So it should be minus. So minus gives me plus. And so what number would I multiply with 3? That gives me 9. That will be 3. Now we have actually taken common. And so everything outside of the bracket that needs to be joined together. So 2q इधर आ गया और -3 साथ एक ब्रैकेट में लिख दिया और 2q -3 हमने दोबारा ब्रैकेट में लिख दिया. And so this has been done. Now we are going to do another question on this. I want you to pause this video and try to solve it yourself using these steps that I've shown you. Rewatch the video if you have to and try to solve it. And in 3 seconds, I will start doing it. So just unpause the video when you're done with it. 3, 2, 1. So we have 6x squared minus 29x plus 20. So the coefficient of x squared is other than 1. So now I have to multiply it with 20. So 6 into 20, that gives me a 20. That's 120. अच्छा, अब मैंने इस 120 के possible combinations देखने हैं of two numbers. That's when added gives me 29 and multiply gives me 120. So very simple. हम 120 के combinations देख लेते हैं. 1 into 120 gives me 120. So, but it does not add to 29. This is not it. So 2 into 60 gives me 120. But if I add them, it does not give me 29. And so 3 into 40 gives me. But if I add them, I do not get 29. Now I have 5. So 5 into, that's 2. And 2 there, yeah, so 20 divided by 5, that gives me a 24. So if I add them, I do get a 29, right? So this is the possible combination that I am looking for. So I write 6x squared as it is. And so 5 and 24x comes like this. Without signs, we need to figure out the signs. And plus 20 comes as it is. So ये दोनों terms इसी तरह आ गई. 29 को हमने 5x और 24x की तरह break कर दिया इसको. And 120 का खाली यहाँ तक काम था. वो दोबारा हमारी equations में नहीं आएगा. So I have to figure out कि ये minus है. तो if I put a minus with 5x and a minus with 24x, take it back, I will get 20x. So this is good. Now I have to figure out step 2, which is basically, so this is step 1, this is step 2, step 3 is to take common. So common जो है वो होगा इस term का और इस term में. So x is a common, that's a no-brainer. And is there something else that I take in common? Actually, I cannot take anything common because this is not a multiple of any numbers that are common. So 6x is left behind, minus 5x is outside, so we have got nothing left here. And so isme 24 and 20. So it's a multiple of 4 and it's a multiple of 4 as well. So I can take 4 common. That's what number would I multiply by 4? That gives me 24, and that's 6. And x will be as it is. And so plus, so that's a minus. And inside should be minus, because if I multiply this, I should get plus. So what number would, when multiplied by 4, gives me 20? And that's a 5. And essentially this term and this term, sorry, this bracket and this bracket are same. So that means my step 3 is actually correct. I'm doing the question right. And step 4 is easy peasy. Anything outside of bracket, just get them in one bracket and write one of these same brackets just once, and we are done with the question. Thank you.